So this is what the Schedule A looks like, and you'll see that, at least for this chapter, everything listed on the Schedule A is in order of the learning objectives that we're going to go through. The first section is our medical, and they include dental expenses here. We're going to talk about what types of medical expenses would be included in that. Now you can see it says enter amount from Form 1040, line 11. Guess what? That line is AGI. So the amount of deduction here is affected by AGI. So that's one of those areas where AGI, the lower it is, the more medical expenses you're going to be able to deduct. So medical expenses are part 1. Taxes you paid are part 2, lines 5 through 7. You'll see when we go through here that there is a limitation to the total amount that you can claim in this particular category. But that's our second category, taxes you paid. Interest you paid. This is for the most part, mortgage interest, but there is another category of interest called investment interest. This is where you borrow money in order to make an investment. So most of us think of investments as like stocks and bonds, probably certain types of securities that we may purchase. And it is true that people will borrow money in order to buy stocks and bonds. Probably not a great, really advisable thing to do, although it can certainly work out well in the long run for some people. But if you lose your investment, you still have to pay all the interest back, and so you're at less than zero than you were before. But other types of investment interest that people maybe don't think about is investments in land. So people will buy parcels of land just to, if they're going to, with the anticipation that it's going to appreciate in value, and then sell it. Like they're not going to do anything with the land. They're not going to build on it. They're not going to put their house on it, or a home, or a vacation home, or a building, or anything. They just buy it in anticipation that it's going to appreciate in value. Maybe you buy a parcel of farmland because you know that at some point in the near future, one of the cities is going to incorporate that area, and they're going to want to build on it, and that's going to send the price of the land up. So if you borrow to purchase that land, that would be included in investment interest because it's an investment that you make. Charity, gifts to charity. So you can see it says cash or check. So that's kind of under cash, and then other than by cash or check. So some other type of charitable contribution. We're going to look at those. Casualty theft losses, and then other itemized deductions. This is a pretty small list here, and we'll look at those in the last part of the chapter. So that's what the Schedule A, it's just one page. Now, there are supporting schedules, supporting forms for many of these items, in particular gifts to charity. You're going to be working on a supporting schedule in some of your homework. I don't know if it's a tax return problem, it might be, with regard to gifts for charity. So there are, and you can see, so you must attach Form 8283 if this amount is over $500. So they're already referencing another form. Questions before we get started talking about medical expenses?